What's up, everyone? This is the Jose Show. I hope everyone's having a fantastic Monday, and I hope everyone had a fantastic weekend. As we all know, the 91st Oscars were this past weekend. Well, yesterday. And a lot of interesting stuff went on, a lot of snubs and surprises. We saw that, by the way, Green Book happened to be the biggest winner of the night, winning Best Picture, which was one of the main highlights of last night, and we got a lot more to cover. Alright, so the Oscars 2019 marked the 91st edition of the biggest night in film. It came during a monumental time in Hollywood, following last year's Golden Globe and Academy Award ceremonies, which served as direct responses to the industry's attitude towards women. With the Time's Up campaign ruling both the red carpet and acceptance speeches in 2018 from the red carpet arrivals, presenters and performances to the nominations, winners, and stand-up moments of the night, here is everything you need to know about the Oscars 2019. Who won at the Oscars 2019? Well, now, I just said that Green Book was the biggest winner of the night, which happened to win Best Picture. But Olivia Colman and Rami Malek took home the major acting prizes, while Green Book, like I said, triumphed in the Best Picture category. From the surprising to the expected, there are more winners that I am going to announce. Now, as we all know, Roma and The Favorite led the pack with 10 nominations each, and featuring in the major categories, both were up for Best Picture along with Green Book, Vice, A Star is Born, BlacKkKlansman, Black Panther, and Bohemian Rhapsody. The big acting prizes saw Olivia Colman for The Favorite, Lady Gaga for A Star is Born, Melissa McCarthy for Can You Ever Forgive Me, Glenn Close for The Wife, and Yalitza Aparicio for Roma, nominated, and Christian Bale for Vice, Bradley Cooper for A Star is Born, Willem Dafoe for At Eternity's Gate, Rami Malek for Bohemian Rhapsody, and Viggo Mortensen for Green Book, receiving Best Actor nods. In the supporting categories, Amy Adams for Vice, Emma Stone for The Favorite, Rachel Weisz for The Favorite, Marina de Tavira for Roma, and Regina King for If Beale Street Could Talk went head-to-head for Best Supporting Actress, which, by the way, congratulations to Regina King, who happened to win the Best Supporting Actress category. She really killed it in that speech last night. She was even emotional for winning an Oscar, so congratulations to Regina King. Really, she highly deserves it. She's such a great actress. And then for Best Supporting Actor, Mahershala Ali for Green Book, he happened to win Best Supporting Actor. Which in that category he got to compete against Richard Grant.
Ignore that.
For his role in Can You Forgive Me, and then Adam Driver for his role for BlacKkKlansman, and then Sam Rockwell for his role on Vice, and then Sam Elliott for A Star is Born. So he had some competition, you guys. So Mahershala Ali, he got to win over those actors. So congratulations to Mahershala Ali for winning Best Supporting Actor. Now, for Best Original Song, we had The Place Where Lost Things Go by Mary Poppins Returns, Shallow by A Star is Born, All the Stars by Black Panther, and then When a Cowboy Trades His Spurs for Wings, The Ballad of Buster Scruggs, I believe the movie, and then I'll Fight by RBG. They were all nominees, and A Star is Born by Lady Gaga and Bradley Cooper happened to win in that category. So congratulations to Lady Gaga and Bradley Cooper for winning Best Original Song last night. It was literally a moment to remember, having to see that Lady Gaga would win this award, and of course Bradley Cooper, because he's in the song. By the way, that song is such a great song. I feel like that song was literally one of the most emotional songs of the category. So I am so glad that song won. I am so glad. They even performed the song last night at the Oscars. I even love the live performance that they both had. Um, Shallow was definitely performed, I believe, even better than in the studio version of the song. I believe I believe the live performance was even better than the studio version. It was that great. It was that emotional. There was even a standing ovation after the performance ended. So it was great. Really it was really intense. The performance was intense. It was literally a moment to remember. I loved it, loved it, loved it, really. So I really do think that Lady Gaga and Bradley Cooper had one of the main highlights of last night's Oscars, definitely. So now for the hosting part of the Oscars, as we all know, Kevin Hart, he stepped down from the hosting position 3 days after it was announced that he would front the 2019 Oscar ceremony. So, since there was no host last night, we had several presenters, um, and the lineup, well, we saw a lot of presenters, and one of them happened to be Amy Poehler and Tina Fey. Um, we saw Constance Wu being one of the presenters. Charlize Theron, Aquafina. So yeah, those are one of the main presenters of last night's ceremony. It was fantastic, by the way, because they all did such a wonderful job presenting at the award show. It was great. I really do think it was good. So I feel like the Oscars was able to do good even though there was no host. So that was a good thing, because that was kind of a nerve wreck that was leaving for a lot of people, that the Oscars wasn't going to do good um, because of no host, especially for the first time in 30 years. No, that's intense. So I am glad that everything went out well, even though there was no host. So yeah. Now, another thing that happened last night, and it was an expecting thing that we all thought was going to happen last night, was that there were no safe bets when it came to the winners of this year's Oscars, like Green Book, that got awarded for Best Picture, over critics' favorites Roma and The Favorite. And we all expected for movies like Roma, or either Roma or The Favorite, to win Best Picture, but unfortunately, what the unexpected went on last night, that Green Book ended up taking the prize instead for Best Picture. So yeah, that was actually pretty unexpected, but I mean, congratulations to Green Book, though. I think that was actually still pretty cool that it won Best Picture. So yeah. Now, another thing that went on last night was that, as we all know, the Oscars even predicted that Roma was gonna win, like, more than just the 3 awards that it won last night. It was expected to win like at least 5 or 6 or 7 of the awards that the movie was nominated in, out of the 30. I mean, not 30, out of the 10 nominations that it got. it was expected to win much more because of how much praise and success the movie got. Yeah.